Hello, sports fan. This is Steven here for JustMyPicks.com, and I'm bringing you a hot NBA breakdown. I heard a lot of rumors, and I'm going to bring you guys what I hear first. You know that I break some of the stories that come off the internet as soon as they come off, but I was reading through my email file, and I saw something from Bleacher Report hit my desk. And so I saw that Paul George's name came up in several different trades. Now, I looked at the free agent list, and you know the 2016 free agent list is going to have Kevin Durant, it's going to have D-Wade, it's going to have LeBron James, it's going to have Dwight Howard, notably, all the big names and things like this, but not many people know Paul George is not a free agent. He could possibly be traded. And you're looking at Indiana, how Larry Bird is going to be firing the head coaching staff, cleaning house there. It's going to be a rebuilding project. And you have to ask yourself, is Paul George going to be a part of that? I think not. As good as Paul George is, we did see that gruesome where he broke his leg last year, 2 years ago, in the Olympic pre-qualifiers, and everybody saw it on national television. He broke his leg on live television. So it's kind of crazy that you would say that Paul George, as good as he's playing in that great first-round loss that they had against the Toronto Raptors, and just seeing how he played and how he balled out like an all-star, averaging 30-plus points and the rebounds and the assists, and leading his team to a valiant 7-game effort against the number 2 ranked team in the East, the Toronto Raptors. You just see that, okay, why would you just be rebuilding? You have a couple of good pieces in Indiana, but you have to keep in mind, Larry Bird has a process. He has something in place that he wants to do, and it doesn't really matter what Paul George wants to do because he's under contract. He can be moved at any moment, any part of time. So, and you're looking at the Boston Celtics. The Boston Celtics are first up because they have a plethora of picks that they want to get rid of to get a veteran in there. Excuse me. A veteran with talent, a veteran that can help lead Isaiah Thomas and those boys and get them on the right track. You got to keep in mind, Paul George, PG-13, can easily transition to anything because he's playing the power forward position. He's an unselfish leader who passes the ball, and he gets along with his teammates. That's easy to do. He makes a hefty cap number, but he's worth it. And you got to ask yourself, if you're trying to take the next step for your NBA team, do you want somebody like a Paul George on your team? The answer is hell yes. So most importantly, you got to keep in mind, Paul George is not only a weapon, but you're giving up draft picks of guys that are not even proven in the NBA. Package him with a couple of deals. You can look at him being in a Celtics jersey. You can imagine him being in a sign and trade situation with the Lakers for another extension, a little bit more money. So a lot of things are happening. The two teams that I'm hearing, though, are the Los Angeles Lakers and the Boston Celtics, who have the most picks out of anybody combined. They can use other teams, possibly try to sign a Rondo and flip that into something else. You never know in these days because NBA players are moving. They're changing spaces each and every year. You got guys that sign 2-3 year deals. They end up in another state the very next year, so you never know what happens. And I say in the NBA, the contracts are not good as the paper that they're signed on. Because quite simply, a team can trade you, you're going to get your money guaranteed, and there's nothing you can do about it unless you have Larry Bird rights. So for the most part, all you Celtics fans, all you Lakers fans, and all you Paul George fans, what do you think about the news? Do you think Paul George should stay in Indy? You think he should go to LA, Boston, or elsewhere? Leave your comments in the comment section below. Also, check out JustMyPicks.com for all the breaking news and all the hottest updates in sports. You know that you can find us each and every day at JustMyPicks.com. You can check all the news feeds, all the updates from the NBA playoffs. And also, check us out on Facebook, Facebook.com/JustMyPicksNation, where you can debate with me each and every day. We'll be back next week with all the hottest content that you know and you love. So check us out next week. Don't forget to subscribe. See you next week.